5 lessons I've learned from college, part 1. If you're a student, I know these will enrich your experience. And even if you're not a student, these lessons will be valuable to you at any point in your life because I know I'll be taking these with me far into the future. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to see more contents like these. And without further ado, let's get to it. Number 1. Learn to say no to things that don't contribute to who you want to be and what you want to accomplish. You can do anything, but you can't do everything, as the saying goes. And so, time is your most valuable commodity. And so use it for things that actually matter, things that are valuable to you, things that build you up. Use it wisely. For example, I love playing the piano. I love it. It's my favorite pastime. But people started asking me to play the piano for occasions that I don't really care about. But I couldn't say no. And so looking back, I just see those times as honestly a waste of time. If I could do it all over again, I would say no to things that I don't really care about so that I can put my time towards things that I do care about. Number 2. Now this might seem like a complete contradiction to points number 1, but bear with me. Point number 2 is learn to say yes. When you come across valuable opportunities, no matter how uncomfortable or scary they might be, even if you just don't feel like taking them on at the moment, I encourage you to push yourself a little bit and take those opportunities, because some of your biggest regrets will be the things that you didn't do. Some of your biggest regrets will be the things that you didn't do. So I remember during my sophomore year, my class got together to put on a musical for all of campus. It was something fun. You didn't have to have any background in singing or theater or anything like that. It's just a fun time to get together to put something on. And I thought of doing it. I thought of participating, and a part of me wanted to participate. But I put it off, and I came up with excuses like, oh, I'm not a good singer, I'm not a good actor. But as time went on, and I saw the progress they were making and the amazing fun experiences they were having together as a community, and watching the final result of all their hard work, I thought to myself, I wish I had done it. If only I had signed up. It was a regret that I still live with to this day. So to my friends who participated in that sophomore musical, congrats to you. I envy you. But yes, some of your biggest regrets in life will be the things you didn't do. So learn to say yes. You know, it's funny because we human beings somehow find it hard to say no when we need to say no, and hard to say yes when we need to say yes. So be attentive, watch out for those opportunities, discern when to say no and when to say yes, and watch what happens. Number 3, rejection is not a statement about your value, it is a statement about your purpose. If you get nothing else from this video, please get this one thing. Write it down in your notebook, plaster it up on your wall, tattoo it on your butt cheek. I don't care where you put it, just get it in front of you. Get this, rejection is not a judgment on your value. It is a judgment on your purpose. You see, you will face rejection multiple times in your life, and your approach and your mindset about it is very important. Rejection is redirection. Whether you're facing rejection when you're looking for a job, or applying to a school, or by a group of friends, or by a girl you asked out, rejection is redirection. If you see it that way, you'll be able to bounce back from rejection, from disappointment, and take the next step forward with anticipation, with excitement, because okay, this door is closed, I'm not meant for this, and it's not meant for me, but that's a sign that I'm meant for something else, and probably that thing is even better than this one. So at the time of shooting this video, I'm currently in the middle of a job search. It's very challenging and disappointing. I've lost count of how many applications I've sent in to various companies and organizations, but one by one they kept saying no, 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 we went for someone else, you're not qualified enough for this position, whatever their reasoning is. It's very discouraging. And it's easy to get bogged down in the disappointment and think, well, I'm not worth anything, nobody wants me, nobody is willing to give me a chance. But something that I'm telling myself every day, and every time I get a disappointing response, is rejection is not a statement on my value. It's a statement on my purpose, and it's just pointing me to where I need to go, redirecting me to my purpose in life. So I encourage you to have that mindset and that understanding. Number 4, take every opportunity to work with people who know their stuff. I remember we had this group project for which we could split up into groups of 4 or 5, and we could choose whoever we want to group up with. And I was passive initially. I was looking around, seeing who is partnering up with who wanted to be with whom, and then I noticed that off to a corner there was a group of guys whom I know are very good at what they do. They're very competent. They were way ahead of me in their knowledge and skills, and I knew immediately that if I grouped up with them, I would be able to learn a lot. I would learn tremendously from their experience. But I hesitated a little bit because I didn't know them personally, and I barely had any interactions with them previously, and so it was a little intimidating for me to just go up to them and say, hey, mind if I join you guys for this project? I was a little scared of doing that, but I told myself, look, this is your chance to learn things you've never thought you could learn, and this is your chance to partner with people that you may never have a chance to partner with again. So what you gonna do about it? And so I did it. I walked up to them and I said, can I join you guys? I was expecting them to say no. I was expecting an answer like, oh, sorry, we already have a full group. But to my surprise, they said yes. Great! And it turns out that that experience was one of the most rewarding experiences I've had. I've learned so much from them. I don't regret it at all. And so even though it may be intimidating, seek out opportunities to work with people who are competent in what they do. Also, seek to be around people who model the kind of person you want to be. Finally, number 5, stay true to who you are. College is a time of exploration. It is a time when you are surrounded by all kinds of influences and all kinds of personalities, and you are trying to discover yourself, discover your place in the world. Some of the most difficult times I've experienced is when I was discontent with myself, with who I was, when I was comparing myself to others and the successes of others. I was trying to be someone I was not. And believe me, it did not work. And not only did it not work, but I found myself miserable at the end of the day. And to be honest, that was one of the main reasons why I found myself on the edge of depression my freshman year. I was trying to find my footing in a new environment, in a new society, especially as an international student. It was really difficult to do that, and I wanted to be someone I was not. I kept looking around and seeing the people who were successful or who were popular or who were everything that I wanted. But the more I focused on them and what I lacked, the more I felt empty and depressed and disconnected. And it was not until I decided to capitalize on my strengths and develop my character and who I am that I start feeling fulfilled, that I start living a life of joy and started feeling a sense of purpose in my life. So in this world that is always shifting and bombarding you with all kinds of messages, my exhortation to you is stay true to who you are. Figure out who you are and capitalize on that. Capitalize on your strengths. Because it's only then that you can be who you're meant to be. And it's only then that you can live a successful life. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for part 2 next week with 5 more lessons I've learned from my time in college. And as always, if you like this video, show your support with a like and subscribe, and comment down below what life lessons have you learned from your time in college. Or if you didn't go to college, then what other life advice would you give? Would love to know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.